Good morning. Here is a look at the latest. As I was wrapping up my latest weather update, the National Weather Service upgraded us to a winter storm warning now because our snowfall amounts just keep coming in and adding up. A winter storm warning is for 6 inches, half a foot rather, or more of snow. And we're looking at Bemidji, Detroit Lakes, Clay County included in this. We've had some reports over 6 inches there and into Fergus Falls and back over by Wahpeton, Breckenridge. And then surrounding areas in blue are still under that winter weather advisory. This is going to be in effect until 1 o'clock today. So here's a look at some of those reports again. The Audubon and Abercrombie area, 6.5 inches of snow. We just got an update from Hawley. We're at 7 inches of snow there. It's been tough to keep up because we keep getting these reports in, so we really appreciate that from you. Kind of hard to see here, but Middle Cormorant, we just showed you a photo from there, 8 inches of snow, and Rolog, a half a foot of snow has fallen in that area. So a heavy amount just in this band. And part of the reason for that is, of course, because we've had some heavy snowfall in there, but also because it hasn't really moved. It's just kind of stayed and snowed over some of the same areas for the last several hours here this morning. And so that's where we have that winter storm warning in effect. Zooming in a little bit more, it's not as intense as it was. If you've been watching through the morning, we had some areas of deep blue on the map, and there were still a couple of pockets over in Hubbard County, back into eastern parts of Becker. But a lot of that is starting to wind down, and we're more into that moderate to light snowfall throughout the rest of the valley, with again the radar continuing to think that we might be seeing a little bit of sleet or trying to melt going on in there as well in Clay County. But overall, this has been snow. And then on the road surface, it's just all slush and tough conditions out there as well. So we're looking at visibility that continues to worsen. We're at a half-mile in Bemidji, Detroit Lakes, Wahpeton, all at a half-mile visibility. We're back down to a quarter-mile in Gwinner. And in Fargo, our lowest visibility of the morning so far at less than a mile right now. And that continues to be an issue throughout much of Lakes Country and the Southern Valley. So look again at these wind gusts. They're starting to pick up for us today. And so when we combine that with any places where we're seeing some lower visibility, or rather some snow, that will lead to the lower visibility here as we continue on. Eventually the wind does, or the snow ends, but the wind will stay strong. So that's going to be a problem for us, not only for this morning, but into the afternoon for your evening drive. So let's take a look at our hour-by-hour planner. Expect to have snowy conditions in the south and over to the east. We're looking at snowy weather lasting through the morning and even into the noon hour. We're still experiencing some areas of snow, but it is starting to taper off as we head into the afternoon. So we'll have some pockets of some light snow in our eastern communities, Bemidji through Park Rapids and Wadena, down into parts of Lakes Country. Mainly though, just on the mostly cloudy side. And again, those winds out of the north with those gusts into that 30 to 40 mile per hour range. And that's going to prevent our temperatures from warming up much here for today. We're going to be seeing those numbers back into the 30s, above freezing, so getting really slushy and sloppy on the roads, but likely keeping around that snow on some of those colder surfaces like grassy areas, and just being slick even into this evening because of that. Now heading into tonight, we'll start to see some clearing. Eventually the wind takes a little bit of a break into tomorrow morning, but still breezy. We're still looking at some gusts into the 20s for your Thursday and on the quieter side here today. So let's take a look at your 7-day planner. Today, we've got the snow this morning. In some cases, more than a half foot of snow for those of us in the Southern Valley. If you're in the Northern Valley, it's a very different story for you this morning. It's a lot quieter, but you do have the wind, and all of us will eventually be experiencing those gusts above 30. Thursday, again, still breezy, but starting to warm up. And as we make our way toward the weekend, it's looking better and better for those who want spring, especially after today. We're looking at temperatures into the 40s and even some 50s coming up as we head into Sunday, a high of about 51 degrees. So something to look forward to as we're heading out to yet again clear more snow off our driveways and sidewalks.
Yeah, and during the break, I just took a look outside. It is just coming down.
There's some big flakes out there that we've seen today.
Yes.
That continues.
So, Yep, it definitely does. Well, Lisa,